Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to follow my instructions? It's yes or no. If it's a no, bye-bye, carry on, go and see someone else. Yeah. If it's a yes, we're going to do some great work, but you've got to follow my instructions. When you follow my instructions, things will change. Now, I don't know how quickly that's going to happen. You know, and then I tell a few stories about people with OCD. Like one brilliant example, which I could use multiple times, was a lady who'd been stuck indoors for 5 years. You know, she was a compulsive hand washer, and she was based up in Liverpool. So I had to drive all the way up to Liverpool. So it was a home visit because she couldn't leave the house. Yeah. But I'd said to her, I will come to see you on one condition. You follow all of my instructions, You prepay for the session. I don't chase the money. Prepay for the session. I don't do refunds, and you follow my instructions. Are you willing to do that? Yes or no? And if you say no, I'm not going to see you. Yeah. And she went, yeah. What are you going to ask me to do? I said, I'm not going to tell you that. You just got to follow the instructions. And then when I got to the house, she was at the top of the stairs in floods of tears, begging me to take my shoes off. Because obviously I'd come from the outside, I was now going to pollute the inside. And I went, no, you follow my instructions, or I turn around and I go home. I'm okay with that. Well, I don't do refunds, yeah? Which obviously I got from a TV show. I borrowed from that. Yeah, who was that? Not George Carlin.
Oh, yeah, the Stop It guy.
Yeah.
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart, yeah. I don't break change, I don't give refunds, yeah.
Yeah.
So I borrowed that. And she came to us, she goes, you're so cruel. You know, I said, okay, I'm cruel, never mind. Anyway, she said, and I've got to go and wash my hands. I said, okay, let's go and wash your hands. Yeah. So she went off and I could see her in the reflection of this TV, washing her hands about 4 times, you know, doing all this business. And so I tell this story how within an hour, broke it, changed it all. Yeah, completely changed it. And it actually links to the previous question to do with OCD. That she had this list of traumatic things that had happened to her, poisoned her friends at a dinner party. You know, it's like, and I remember saying to her, we're going to do this quickly because I'm going to hang around with you for very long. You are really unlucky to be with. And we did some quick work because she was like reliving this trauma over and over again and using this, you know, washing to cope and feel calm. And after about an hour, we went off for a drive. We went out for a drive and she was absolutely fine. We just literally collapsed the behavior. So I'll tell the story and I'll go, but that might not be you. It might take a little bit longer. It might take a couple of hours. Who knows? Yeah. So, so I manage expectations by getting their expectations out of it completely, but just get compliance. But for that, you need to know what you're doing. Which you will do. You've watched Tina's session, you've got some idea what to do, you know, and make sure you can deliver. So, that's what I do with that. I just make sure that when they're on board, give them some hope.
Yeah. Because a lot of them, this will be the first time they've actually explained to anybody what they do. Many people will not tell other people what they do because they believe they're going mad. They think they're bonkers. They think they're insane. Let alone the people that are watching them. And if any of you are here watching, if you've ever seen the Jack Nicholson movie, As Good as It Gets, that's a great demonstration of obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a great movie too, actually.
Yeah. Well, and you also get the two extremes. You get the extremes you talked about, the people that don't want to talk about, and you get those that have been and done and tried everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And yet, and so they already have an expectation of failure. Because, you know, the amount of times we've gone, oh, well, I've been to see this specialist. I've been to Harley Street. And I go, yeah, but you haven't come here. So this is new. So I don't care what you've done. Not interested, as long as you're willing to follow the instructions. Are you willing to do that? And this is yes, this is no. You can go home if it's a no. I'm okay.
Compliance is the biggest issue, I think. With everything, with all clients, not just OCD.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to get compliance. I have actually stopped a session. It wasn't for somebody with OCD, it was something else. I've stopped a session 20 minutes in and said, okay, I'm done. Session's over. And they've gone, but, and I've got, look, you're not giving me the information I want. You're not following my instructions. And they were saying, well, what I want you to do is this. And no, we're done, we're over. And I've actually done that only twice in my 20 odd years of working with people. And the minute I've halted the session and said, we're done, no, I promise I'll do everything you want me to do, and I'll and they've done it and they've got the change they wanted.